Hi, my name is CH. You are watching Get to Know My Payment Gateway. My Payment Gateway is an e-wallet unified payment solution for vending machine and self-service machine. Our system is people don't need to download any apps. They just need to scan the QR code and pay for the so-called the payment. When we talk about the so-called digitalization and also the e-payment for SME, actually there's a lot for SME. However, they are mainly focused on those retails and also the F&B. However, there's none of them are focusing on so-called the vending machine or self-service laundry machine. That's why when people are getting used to make the payment through the e-wallet, I saw that there's no way for the so-called user, they pay with the e-wallet when they want to do the laundry or they want to pay with the so-called the vending machine. So there's a big gap between this one. This is where I want to come in and solve it. It's not an easy way to solve this so-called the payment system, because we need to integrate with the machine and ensure that machine able to understand what when the payment is made, then they able to take the action accordingly. Not every or normal people they know how to do it. That's why when we come in, then we need to study the hardware part, the back-end system, and integrate with those different type of machine. And yeah, this is where we come in to help them. And by having the so-called new payment system for the vending machine owner, then they're able to expand their business to the new customer and client. Compared to the traditional payment method, mainly they are using token or coin. Sometimes when they have an issue with they don't have a small change, then they're not able to use for the services on the machine. What makes me go to my so-called own journey for this startup actually is when I try to find the solution for this one, that there's some market players that they offer similar solution. However, it's not the one that I want or meet my criteria. Their charge is over that a normal SME that they could afford if they want to install this kind of system. Per machine, they will charge up to 1,000 plus. So it's a huge capital for them if they just want to merely accept the e-payment online. So that's why I try to find a solution that where majority of SME they are affordable to so-called to install. They are more willing to pay for it. So my concept is I try to reduce so-called the physical parts of the device that need to install on the machine. And yeah, we just require one so-called IoT device and a QR code sticker. That's why the cost will be more cheaper compared to those system that they need a QR scanner, interface converter, and a module. There's a lot of things. So yeah, this is the reason that I want to step in to help more SME so that they can get a more affordable so-called system to enable their business to go to access e-payment. And I think that will be the stepping stone for them to go to the more digitalization of their business. One is we will keep so-called developing our system. We will add in more feature, and also the other thing is we will try to focus on expanding the market. Currently, we are so-called penetrating in Malaysia market, and we have a paying customer from Indonesia and Singapore as well. We try to increase the market share in these three so-called countries, and hopefully by end of this year, we able to penetrate to other Southeast Asia countries like Thailand, Vietnam, and Philippines. When I intend to start this startup, actually, I do foresee that the e-payment or e-wallet will be the new trend for the globally, especially in Southeast Asia. When we want to penetrate to this market, we know that there's a lot of so-called player in the so-called payment gateway. So we try to find a niche that less so-called service provider they want to entry. That's why we go for the vending machine. So slowly from then, we foresee that in the future we will go for the full flat of the payment gateway so-called service provider. Once we have enough so-called user base, then I think slowly we can develop to non-machine type of the payment.